Many people think the Boy Scout organization just teaches boys how to set up a tent, tie knots, and poop in the woods. But it does much more than this. Today I'll be giving an informative speech on the brief history of the Boy Scout organization, what Boy Scouts does for the community and for young men, and talk about the highest rank in scouting, Eagle Scout. Boy Scouts started in 1908 when a man named Baden Powell wrote a book called Aid for Scouting. This book was a military book for British soldiers entering the Army. He then rewrote the book and called it Scouting for Boys. This book focused more on morals and good deeds than it did on the military aspects. This book helped launch the scouting movement in England that then thrived from there on. Boy Scouting came to America when a man named William Boyce got lost in London in 1909. To his surprise, a young boy came to his aid and helped him find his destination. He offered the boy a tip for his service, but the boy said, "I cannot accept a tip for I am a Boy Scout, and I do not accept tips for good deeds." This inspired the man to bring the scouting movement to America that then thrived from there on as well. Boy Scouts teaches young men how to survive in the wilderness, how to tie knots, and also how to set up a tent. But it does much more than this. Boy Scouts also teaches boys how to cook, how to properly handle food, and also many things that you may not realize, such as how to budget, and a plethora of life-saving skills that can carry on into everyday life. One of the main things that scouting helps teach is servant leadership. This helps turn boys into young men. It teaches others before self, citizenship in the nation and community, as well as chivalry and good leadership. A boy proves the knowledge he has learned in scouting through the Eagle Scout rank, which I have achieved here. The rank of Eagle Scout is the highest rank that you can achieve in scouting. One of the main tasks to get to Eagle Scout is you have to plan and carry out a service project. My service project was I designed and built a water wheel housing that took the water from the water wheel, poured it into a small pond that then connected with a small stream, to a bigger pond. This proved the knowledge I had learned through scouting because I had to design the water wheel housing, I had to gather materials, and I also had to get donations to get the materials and budget the money that I'd gotten with the donations, as well as the main part of using leadership to lead a group of boys 12 to 17 years old to build and carry out my project. If this doesn't help you understand what scouting does for the community and for young men, then maybe you may understand some of the significance of scouting by these men in America that have achieved the rank of Eagle. Neil Armstrong, first man to walk on the moon. Michael Bloomberg, former mayor of New York. Stephen Breyer, Associate Justice of Supreme Court. Gerald Ford, former president. And Rick Perry, former governor of Texas. That's just to name a few. There are many, many more. If that doesn't show the significance, then maybe this will. Only 4 in every 100 boys who join scouting earn the rank of Eagle. That's less than 1% of the male population. Many people understand the significance of the Eagle rank and reward it. For example, those who join the military automatically are ranked higher than other enlistees. And also, it has helped me whenever I applied for my job at Dick's Sporting Goods. The manager understood the dedication and time it took to get Eagle, and I believe that's why he hired me. Scouting also gives great opportunities for boys. Many of the opportunities that were given to me were I was able to do a 56-mile canoe trip down the secluded National Canyon lands in Utah. I also was able to spend a whole summer in the remote New Mexico mountains teaching camping and backpacking. And one of the most amazing things is this summer I'll be a dive master in the Florida Keys. Boy Scouts is a great organization that teaches boys great life skills as well as great wilderness skills. It also helps community through community service and disaster relief that they do. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you understand the significance that the Boy Scout organization brings to the community and understand the significance of the Eagle Scout rank.
I'll do a scan of the audience again with both cameras since these are different ones.
And here is my audience.